Hello everyone, welcome back to Warfield Motor Adventures. Speedy B here. Right behind me, I got the 1998 Kawasaki KX125. And inside this package here is a little something to turn this machine from a bland, boring, ordinary looking 125 into a spicy meatball and make it the best looking 125 there is, at least in my opinion. So you're probably wondering, what is in this package? Well, let's open her up. Whew. Finally, got it open. All right, after forever of dealing with the package, there it is. Woohoo! Oh man, that looks cooler in person than it does on the online. Man, this is gonna transform the looks of this bike. Like I said, it'll make it look less bland too. Just gotta open the bag. Oh wow. I feel like a kid on Christmas Day. Oh man. Now, if you have a KX125 or 250, I believe the plastics were similar, but 94 to 98, and you want to make yours look good, and if you want this, we'll leave a link to this in the comments. We actually got this off of eBay, funny enough. I'm gonna put that there like that. That is cool. I love that. This is the wrong side. Let me get the other side so I can put it on the side. Wow. That's sick. You get that put on there. Oh yeah. It's gonna look so good. Ooh. Oh, I'm already loving it, and it's not on the bike yet. That's top tier. Top tier. Yeah. Woohoo! Oh, that's dope. That's dope. And then we also have, let me throw my trash away. But then we also have stickers here that go on the rear swing arm. This is on the other side. This will go here, I believe. Look at that. Oh, yes. That's cool. It's so cool. I know it's a basic sticker kit. It's just swing arm and shroud, but it's really gonna change the looks of this because it looks, especially here, it looks so bland. And I added some stickers here just to kind of freshen it up, and same on the fork guard. But with something like this, now it's really gonna look good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these holes off, these pieces off here that go around these holes, and then we're gonna start the installation process. All right, so now that I got the holes these things, not cut out, but the pulled out, which are these holes here, I'm gonna show you guys, well, there's a handful of different ways you can actually do this, but I've got two in mind that I'm going to show you guys, one on this side and one on the other side. So actually, the first thing you're going to really want to do before you do this is you're going to want to clean this up. So get yourselves some contact cleaner and a clean rag. Of course, we're going to use shop towels, and then we're going to get some contact cleaner to clean this panel up, because you want a nice clean surface, because mainly now, me touching it, the oils on my finger are not gonna allow the tape to stick to this properly. It will peel off, and this was only $45, but the process at putting this on is a little bit, if you're not experienced like me, it could be a little nerve-wracking or tricky, but also you don't wanna keep buying more of them. That's also a waste of money. This is an expensive sport, and no need to throw money down the drain where you don't need to. So we're gonna clean this panel up, and then we're gonna get to the install process. All right, so one of the first methods here that I'm going to show you is lining it up, right? So you get the plastic lined up where you want it, and you're going to take some tape like this, like masking tape, and just lightly tape it down in the areas in the way you want it on. That's the first thing, and that's generally how, when I've put graphics on, that's generally how I've done it. In my opinion, it's a little bit easier to do it that way. It takes, you get it lined up and you get to visualize it where you want. So you kind of would pick a corner. Let me get the tape out so that I'm not just running around. Also, apologies if you hear like little noises in the background. That's 3D printer is running, so there's that. So we're gonna put our tape on like that. We're gonna get in the corner, gonna line it up, and then we'll just roll it over like that kind of thing. Keep it loose. You see here, it probably could come that way a little. It doesn't have to be exact with these holes here because I don't think it's the holes. Plus it has to stretch and form, so it's a couple different things. So then I'll just like kind of follow the line up here, take a look up here, and then I'll get another piece of tape quickly. Oh, I lost it. Lost my edge. No. There we go. Okay, so kind of like that. We've got a little bit of a outline going here. You can see it taking shape, taking form. And as I continuously make adjustments, so there's that. And then see you line up down here and you look, oh, well, it's not quite, geez, lined up there. There we go. I think I got it in a good spot. Just like that. So now that I've got it lined up, well, and it just moved on me. So then now that I've got my rough idea here, kind of how I want it, I'm gonna pick a corner and I'm gonna start there and make cuts in the paper and slowly work my way over and up. So let's do that. All right, so after a good bit of trying and doing it, it doesn't look horrible. There's some bubbles here. It didn't get that perfect, but I don't know. Overall, I think I did a really good job. I didn't think that was horrible, but you know, there's some spots that aren't quite the best. They need to be fixed clearly, but that's what this next thing is gonna do. Heat gun. So what you do with the heat gun is you kind of go around the edges and you kind of work the bubbles out, and this helps the glue also adhere to the plastic. So that's what we're gonna run around and do right now. All right, so there is the left side of the bike done. It looks really good in my opinion. You know, you zoom in, look in here, I'll show you, let me pull the camera. You look in here, it's not perfect. I tried my best, guys, I'm sorry. Rub it out maybe. I don't know, but I'm sorry guys, but stickers are just not my thing. It's unlike the Lego ones. I love putting stickers on the Legos because that is so much easier to do. It's a lot smaller sticker. This giant sticker here is just hard to work with. But you take a step back, you know, you can't see the markings and it looks absolutely gorgeous. It really does pop. The whole bike is really, like from this side, like this is a good before and after. You see this side, absolutely fire with that cool sticker. And you come walk around to the other side where there's no sticker and it just looks incomplete. That was the main thing, is not having a sticker here and the whole bike just looks incomplete. Rather, you come around to the other side and look at that. You got this nice sticker here, you know, retro look. It's just, it really makes the bike look complete in all of the sorts. Now, looking back at it, I would have liked to do a purple seat cover, which we may end up doing because this one's starting to rip. So we may end up switching seat covers, but no guarantees on that. But overall, that looks fantastic right here. All right, so we're on the other side. Same thing as last time. You take your, oh geez, take your cleaner. That's probably a little much. If you're wondering what this is some Tusk plastic lens cleaner and polish. So I think it works pretty well. obviously it worked well on the other side. So we're gonna use it again here. Just wipe this plastic down. Get it all. Let's see. Here. All right, there we go. Now that this is all cleaned and wiped down, that's looking good. So the other method that I was talking about, so the first method, which I was saying, which is kind of, I need the right word, tedious, I guess you could say, where you put a little down, you try and like cut slots in the paper, you put a little down, you get it set, and you just work your way over. You know, you put it down, you fold it back, you rip off the next one, you fold it down, and do that. This method actually is what they recommend, or what most people would recommend. So you take the panel and you get on the back, we'll do that later, but you kind of line it up, you do your, like I was saying, you get your center part like last time, except now what you do is you find like a center line and you remove a piece of that out here. So you take a straight line and get like a sliver cut out of it here, which then allows you to take your vinyl and you set it on where you want over that line. So then it kind of holds itself like that. You fold one half up, you pull it, set it, hold it back up, pull it, set it. That's kind of mostly how they recommend you do it, which is what we're gonna do on this side. We did the other method on the other side. And like I said, there's multiple methods. I mean, one of the ones you really could do is just, if you want to, just rip the whole sticker off and, you know, just start in a corner and you put it on and then you work your way up. You know, the problem with that is it's like, once you do that, you gotta be very careful because all that touching is gonna, you know, the glue is not gonna stick as well. You know, it's like that with tape. You know, you rip a piece of tape off the tape roller and you touch it so many times that you might as well just throw it away. So the same thing here. Like, you know, you're gonna line it up, and I'll run through it a little. So I'm gonna line it up. Okay, looks good up there. Oh, not quite down here. We'll go right. We'll go back to where I had it. So I think I actually liked that better. So there. And here, because like on the other side, I'll just fold that in. So you got it down. We'll pick a line. We'll start at the end of the K here. I've got somewhat of a line formed here, so now I know when I peel the paper off, I know how much to cut. So now that we've got that down, well, let me explain through this next part and then we'll hit that time lapse. But you're gonna pull it down, you're gonna cut your little slot off and set it back up, same in the middle. Once you have that down, you're gonna line it up on that little strip. You get that strip set, and then from there, what you're gonna do is you're gonna, like I mentioned, you're gonna pull it up, you're gonna pull the bottom part off, get that set, and then get the top set. And make sure any air bubbles you have, you get towards the corners, because if you leave it in the center and just kind of smush it down, you're gonna end up kind of like what happened on the other side, where you have, you know, some dots there that are kind of, the only way to get rid of them is, well, you gotta rip that plastic up and slowly push back towards the corner. So now that we've done that, let's get the time lapse going. We will, after we come back, we'll then put the swing arm decals on.
That looks sharp.
I didn't install it the best, but it looks good.
Oh, that friggin' purple dude is wicked.
All right, so we got the right side panel on. It's looking good. Once again, I ran into a little bit of an issue here. Might be hard to tell, but it's bubbled a little. I tried my best to really work it out, but might need a little bit more heat there. Looks great up through here. All of that. This is a beautiful scheme. Next will be the swing arm, the swing arm things, but Dad showed up and we're gonna get his reaction on what he thinks to this amazing color scheme here.
Well, I think I said it when I walked into the room. I was like, that looks amazing. It's just that, it's the purple, like, I don't know, it just makes it, because you got the purple spring back here, and just, I come around the corner, I'm like, that looks fantastic.
Would you look at that? 10 out of 10 work right there. I know, 2 things got done. But yeah, so now that the hard part is done, now moving on to the easy part. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can either put your sticker on over one here, but then you leave bumps, or what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull it off. So let's get that done. That's good, that came off pretty easy.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And there it is, got the graphics kit installed on the 1998 Kawasaki KX125. This thing looks so much better now with this sticker kit on here. Now there are some imperfections, you could say, like on this side right here, there's some bubbling. I couldn't quite get out. I tried my best to do that, you can see through here. And then on the other side as well, there's some bubbling like right on the edge. So it's one of those, it's not terrible, it's mostly good. And then, you know, you see a little bit of this here, but it's kind of okay. For me, I take that as good because I'm not the best at applying these big stickers, and for it to come out looking this good, I'll take that. At least it didn't end up ruined. So yeah, that's it for the project. The build is done. Now we're gonna focus on riding the bike and enjoying this machine in all its 2-stroke glory, which, look at the background. We're at Enery, so stay tuned for those videos of us riding this bike at Enery OHV trails. But that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Remember, like and subscribe, it helps us out a ton, and it shows us that you guys appreciate what we do. Remember, ride safe, enjoy every ride. Peace out.